It's starting to feel like Wednesday again. You see that shit? Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure my eyes ain't deceiving me.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm trying.
Oh man. Y'all know what it is. It's the Wednesday Night Wars, a very special Christmas Eve. Y'all know who knows what's about to happen. But when he pops back in, he gonna pop back in. Y'all know what it is. To this side, we got Gamaj, your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. If you think your favorite wrestler is famous and he ain't got a picture with Gamaj, he ain't as famous as you think he is. Now, down below, we got Secret Santa. I don't know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because the man got an Attitude Era shirt on with people that ain't from the Attitude Era. Lord knows, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know who it is. The undisputed podcast champion of the world. If I could get my strap.
There we go. Had to
get there. Hey, my man got in the Christmas spirit.
Had to get in the Christmas spirit. Christmas. You know how we say around Christmas spirit. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and ho ho, mo hoes.
Hey, absolutely, brother. Hey, and to Vinny in the chat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Hey, salute to you. You born the day before the day. So.
Oh yeah, Divine. Look. Did it for hey, Rikishi did it for The Rock. Divine, I did it for you.
Hey, salute to everybody. And let's not forget now that I called him Secret Santa, but the cat's out the bag, the most loved, the most hated, the greatest heel in podcast wrestling today, the Archie Carter. Archie and Chill. You know,
that's me. Now we get the program. As you see, somebody's missing. Z the Dropout. He's supposed to come on here with this list, but we don't know where Z at. Z might be Santa Claus. I don't know, but he said I don't know where he at. But I think HP got him shook. He may or may not pop in, but guess what? The show must go on, and we here for the Wednesday Night Wars. Hope this week is good to you, good for you. It's Christmas Eve. Z was supposed to be here. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what we talking about. What's up? It's Christmas. Let's just have a good time, man. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Happy holidays and all that good stuff. And yeah, I hope this week is good to you, good for you. We here. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Got the best shirt in the world on the best pod in the world. I don't know what I'm saying.
Hey, let's start off with a rumor because I be hearing things on the low, you know, and I've been hearing some things that may not be too appeasing for some. Maybe it's just BS, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it's about Triple H. And I don't know if you believe it. I don't know if you take it with a grain of salt or not, but they say that man might be on his way out the door. What is y'all interpretation of this? I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's not really going too heavy, but I've seen a couple of little stick-ups and stuff on different pages. They say they're not too happy with Triple H.
Miles, do you want to go first or you want me to go first? I'm gonna keep it real simple.
Go ahead, man. I'm gonna keep it simple too. Go ahead.
Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you.
Hey, that's a bar and very simply said. I feel like right now that's what Archie said. Goodbye. You know, Gamaj, man. I see you got the Scully on. You know what I'm saying? Does it get cold in the room with the piano? I just want to know.
It definitely can get cold, but I'm gonna say this: if that's the case, then I'm not surprised. But also, to be fair, we can't act like when Vince was in charge, there's been at least a year where he had bad booking. But the difference with that is Vince was the chairman, so who was gonna kick him out if that was the case?
Yeah, I think this is the problem in today's world of WWE. You have sold your soul to the highest bidder, and now you have a actual business format that you have to follow. So if the numbers don't add up, somebody gets blamed and someone gets cycled around, pushed out. New people come in.
Here's the thing about Triple H, who's not on my shirt, by the way. Oh, he is on my shirt. Yeah,
he used the DX, the 06 DX.
Shout out to Triple H, 06 DX on the shirt. My thing is, I don't feel like Triple H has really been able to do his job. He was only really able to do his job when Vince wasn't around, before TKO. And when we saw Triple H in action, we saw NXT cooking. We saw NXT stars coming up. We saw some good main roster stuff. I feel since the TKO merger, I don't think Triple H has really been able to do his job as the creative and as the booker. Like I said, he has bosses and people he has to answer to. So if you're not gonna let the man do his job and fully do it, I can see having him step down. But it's gonna be somebody new that steps up and steps in. Then we really gonna see who's really been behind all this stuff that's been going on that we may or may not have been liking. That's the thing. And can this new person be a front-facing person and take the heat? Because it's coming.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I've said this a few times throughout the year. TKO is trying to turn. They're trying to make Triple H a Dana White. So if that were to happen, that new person would have to do a lot of FaceTime. Bruce Pritchard is the first name that pops in my head as one of the guys. He's always in Gorilla. Bruce Pritchard played the character Brother Love, for y'all that don't know. So if you're like, well, how long has Bruce Pritchard been around? Bruce Pritchard been around. Okay.
I don't think it's Bruce, because in wrestling years and in the wrestling world today, Bruce Pritchard is a dinosaur, bro.
I don't know if
we're going to see how we saw Eric Bischoff become the man in WCW. He was just this young TV executive who just kind of got it cracking. I think we may see a new, young, fresh face. That's somebody we may or may not know, but I don't think it's anybody that's been around in the company.
You know, it's funny you say that. So when you say the young, fresh face, right, that actually is an interesting aspect, because you're right. TKO may say, hey, new direction. You're the old regime can't get it done. If I put Bruce Pritchard in a play, he's going to have a lot of Triple H Vince style.
Yo, Devon really hates this shirt. Yo, Devon is my man. He's doing his thing with the different athletics. He's a huge wrestling fan. I follow him. He has some really engaging stuff on his Facebook page as well. But he really hates this shirt.
Yeah, that's where I seen it from, man. And then I seen that you had it. I said, oh, Lord. But yeah, I think TKO, when you bring up that, that wouldn't be a bad idea, because TKO, Mark Shapiro, did bring up I think their CFO, their chief of financial officer, something about the fact that they're trying to break from the Vince McMahon mold of how they do business. And that's the whole pay-per-view names, the pay-per-view styles, the specialty matches, all of it. Like, we need to break into a fresh, like, there are people out here shitting on AEW. AEW holding it down. They got All In, they got All Out. You know what I'm saying? They got Dynamite, they got shows, they got pay-per-views, and they have their own feel. Do they have matches that WWE has? Yeah, they do. But I mean,
I've just never known a business to not cater to the audience. You know? And that's just what's going on. It's just weird how WWE stopped making, not WWE, TKO makes these shows not affordable. How they make things unattainable. Some of the stuff is unwatchable, but it's the audience, right? We watch it, we enjoy it, but the majority of people don't. And that's bad when you're not catering to your audience. That's like if you went to Chick-fil-A one day and they start selling fish sandwiches. Like, dog, we come here for chicken. You know what I'm saying? All y'all do is chicken. Now y'all doing the total opposite, but you still Chick-fil-A, but you selling fish. It's just not catering to the audience. Like I said, it's a list of things that come before the fan experience in actual wrestling matches. And that's just the new era we in. I was saying this for the past year, that we in the social media area with the clips and the stars, and that's what's important, and we'll see it. But I don't know. I just know the old guard is slowly being phased out of WWE, so it's going to be some new, young, fresh faces there, WWE, TKO, and my application is in there somewhere. So how at your boy, man.
Gamage, are we going to see the rise of Gamage this year, where Gamage submits the application? You know, I go on Indeed. I'm on Glassdoor, brother. I'm on these sites looking at the job market all the time, not just for
Man,
what
look,
I do.
I already put in my resume and I ain't getting nothing yet.
Oh my God.
Mm.
So
Hey,
I'm gonna let that
we
sink
might
in.
all be up in TKO offices one day, like, hey, good brother. Hey, we already working. We come in like a faction. You know what I'm saying? That would be very interesting. I'll say the least. There's certain things that WWE should keep. And the reason why I say that is because if you get away from the Vince model too much, you could destroy the brand, because trial comes with error and it also comes with success. You can learn from it, but the Royal Rumble is a keeper. That was an initial idea that is so great and grand. Even
You
if you
know
change
who did
it,
that? I mean to cut you off, but just made me think about it. Cause like years ago, many years ago, I worked at this place. It was just Walmart.
wait, why you said it like that? Like I thought you were about to name a mom and pop shop. He said I worked at this
No, but
place,
Sam, that's the comparison.
Walmart.
Because
Maybe you've heard of it.
before Sam Walton's kids took over the company, Walmart was a really solid place to work. They really took care of the associates. They had really good attendance policies. Um, but once the new regime come in, they changed so much within the company that is like people don't enjoy working there and they go there. You got people who've been getting phased out, right? And it's different positions they're fired. People had to do different things to keep their jobs. And if you didn't do it, they would let you go. You might have 10, 15, 20 years in the game, but that don't matter. Yeah, and it just became like a place people don't want to work, but then it's business, right? Everything changes. Some things get better, some things get worse. But the somebody that started that company 20 years ago is not the same company at all. So I hear Joe Button talk about that all the time when everybody at the record label that signed him got let go and he was still there. So the people that brung him in to work with him weren't there. So the people that was there didn't know what to do with him. I think a lot of that is what's happening with TKO. They really don't know what's going on, and WWE is not the priority. Their baby is UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
WWE is not the priority. You can sit there and talk about all the WWE fans and blah 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 blah. Let me tell you something. When TKO released those numbers, they said they are not on par with UFC, and they need to get up. They talked down on WWE. So you could have all the fans in the world, all the
And
merch
then
in the
you have
world.
these outrageous salaries. These people getting paid in front of the camera and behind the camera, man. It's wild. It's really wild how much money is flowing through the company. And I really don't know where the money come from. Listen, Vinny and Devon are talking about it in the chat right now. The ticket prices are ridiculous.
Well, WWE makes. Let me tell you something. And if you don't know, I'm a toy collector, an action figure guy. Hey, a guy of extraordinary 90s taste. Okay. I love the 90s. I love the 90s. I love the 90s. Their merch probably does more for them than anything, because they got away from house shows because they said they were not they didn't pull the money, like, there wasn't much overhead. I'm like, what? Well, you think of all the people you had to pay, and we always think about the wrestlers, but you got to think about that whole crew: setup, breakdown, lights, production, blah 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 blah. Right? Everybody get paid, and they got a big staff. When I went to Indianapolis for WrestlePalooza, they stayed at the hotel me and DNA was at.
You say you love the 90s, huh?
Oh, I love the 90s.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Marry, sleep with, and ghost. You got Hillary Banks, Ashley Banks, and Pam from Martin.
Marry with Ghost.
Marry, sleep with, ghost.
I'm gonna ghost Ashley. Ashley Banks got to go. She's the youngest. And so she has no track record of how she'll be. You know what I'm saying? Marry, sleep with Ghost. Golly. Pam might get slept with. And the reason being is Pam won't never got no man. So we don't know how it'll be to stay with one. But we did see Hillary get married to Trevor. And remember, Trevor died on a proposal, jumping out the plane.
Hillary, will you marry?
So if there was a guy that thought she was marriage material, I need to find out what it was. And I feel like her being very ditzy.
So you marry Hillary,
I marry
Pam,
Hillary.
Ghost Ashley.
Like, yeah.
All right. Since you love the 90s. Oh, and Vinny, since you in this chat and we kind of just having guy talk, I'm going to apologize to you in front of the world. I started rewatching Martin. Martin's like that.
Bro, how did you... Ah! Bro, I just went and bought a whole Sega Genesis yesterday. I can't make him watch
Martin was like that because I went to the last season because I wanted to see if the last season was as bad as we remember it to be, and it wasn't. There's some classic episodes in the first half. The second half got a little weird, but that first half, fire. And then Martin, I gotta. It ain't like that, but it's like that. I get that to you, Vinny.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. My top 5 shows of all time, Martin is in top 3 easily. The only shows to dispute it, that are up for dispute with that, and we're talking about black shows, because if I added all shows, Martin's still in my top 5. Saved by the Bell gets in there too. I love Saved by the Bell. Fresh Prince, and they're like, I can't make a decision.
So who are some of y'all 90s crushes?
Yo, Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash was like that.
When I first seen her on Clueless.
Tyra Banks. When Tyra Banks did the Got Milk ad, that was my book cover for all my books. I grew up in a time where we had books and actual book covers. We had to cover the books because the books got damaged. We had to pay.
I used to tag. Remember, first thing you do is look at all the previous owners. Yo, I know him. I don't know none of these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You used to have your name in the book.
Tyra Banks. Yeah.
Yo, Holly Berry.
I'm gonna shut off my nerdness right now. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Yellow Ranger. That might have been my first crush.
Yo, let me tell y'all a secret about the Yellow Ranger and Power Rangers. Maybe y'all don't know this, right? Maybe most people do. I don't know. You ever thought it was like effed up that the Yellow Ranger didn't get a skirt, but the Pink Ranger did?
So I don't know. You trying to put Kimberly and them again at odds. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
So come to find out, all the fight scenes were already taken from another show. Like they already happened. That was that.
Oh yeah. They just copy paste. All the fights.
I didn't know that. So done. The Yellow Ranger in that show was a male.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So when they brought over it, and then America did it super racist. America said the Pink Ranger's a white girl.
My first crush probably was, I got 2 weird ones. Now see, here we go to the mind of Archie Carter. One was what's my girl, man? Stephanie Tanner.
Oh no, she was like that.
From Full House. And Thelma Harper from Mama's Family.
Mama's Family, bro. I thought nobody really watched that show,
bruh. yeah, it was like.
Was her son named Billy? Like,
man, look, 90s TV was different. 90s TV was different.
Oh yeah, for certain. Damn. Yo, now you make me want to like pull up and just start naming old show. Like, what's a show you think nobody watched? I remember when we first got cable television. We had Nickelodeon. There was a show we used to watch. It was called Hey Dude.
Oh, Hey Dude was like that.
Okay, so no.
Hey Dude, Bug Juice on the Disney Channel. That show made me want to go to summer camp. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Everybody my age wanted to be on that show. Legends of the Hidden Temple was like that.
No, Legends of the Hidden Temple might be the greatest. Cause remember they had Double Dare and all that.
Legends of the Hidden Temple might have been the greatest game show. If you got like a Roku TV, the live Roku channels have like a bunch of stuff on there. They got like Renegade on there, Highlander, all those old In the Heat of the Night, all that type of stuff.
So I have an app. I can only invite one person a month, right? So if I invite you, then you invite Gamaj, then Gamaj invites Vinny, then Vinny invites Devon. Like that's how we can all get in. You just type in your show of any age. That's how I watch whatever movies.
I think Vinny and them talking about movies. I think Friday might be like the greatest movie ever made. Just because of what came from Friday, and from the start of the movie to the end of the movie, every scene in Friday is quotable. Every scene. From when she knock on the door, you have dead mother Jehovah's Witnesses to the breakfast. Where mine at? Like, go get a job. Don't anybody come in for 35, 45 minutes. All that's like the first 5 to 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
And then
it's almost like it's not a movie.
Then you get introduced to Felicia. Then you get introduced to Big Perm. Like, bro, that movie Red. My man, stay off my grass. Stanley,
yeah.
Bernie Mac. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. Miss Parker, bro. Every single scene in Friday has a quotable in it. Not many. I can't think of another movie. Another movie, and I think that was Ice Cube and DJ Pooh, who was Red, just not knowing what they doing. Sometimes when you don't know what you're doing, you create the best things. Because if they try to make that movie like that, they couldn't have. They just was telling the story the way they knew how. Every single scene in Friday has a quotable in it. So I think Friday is like the greatest movie ever. I mean, then it's comedy, then it's drama, then it's everything in that movie, bro. It takes you on a ride for real. Friday's like that. Even to the end, you win some, you lose some. Then that cast was crazy. Then what people became from that cast and what Ice Cube became in Hollywood, bro. Friday is like top tier.
Listen, Linda.
Smokey,
listen.
You back there taking it?
He's ill.
Mine back, and mine back.
Friday.
Even Lil Chris kicking the trash cans, bro. Everything in. Can I get some chili cheese Fritos? Bro, everything in Friday is quotable, bro. She got to call it Janet Jackson. She got to call it like Freddie Jackson. Don't you ever come around here no more. Bro, that movie is, when we talk about classic, Friday is undeniably a classic.
Yeah. Here's a scale that I want you to think about, right? We're about to end the year 2025, right? Friday came out in 1995. Can you think of any movie back in 1995 when you watched Friday that you were watching that was 30 years old, meaning it was from 1965?
I had to think about it, but Friday,
no, the answer is no. You wasn't watching no movies from 1965.
No, but I'm saying, I mean, it's some stuff like I don't know if 65, like Little Shop of Horror, Back to the Future, when that comes on, I watch
that is not 1965, brother.
But Friday, bro, it's not even in talks about no other movies. But you
can't say that. Now you know Hall Prison Universe. You about to bring the Hall Prison Universe out of me.
Name another movie where every scene is quotable.
Life.
Life was alright. Life was a little too long for me. It was a little too long for me.
Okay.
But it was good. It was a good movie.
Coming to America. When I say the boy got his own money, the boy got his own money.
About Friday, but
when you think of trash, think of Akeem.
Friday was like that, bro.
There's not many.
What they did to that dog.
What about Juice? What about Juice?
I can't put Juice there. And Juice is my favorite movie. That and Infinity War, they're my two favorite movies.
Like, I love The Last Dragon, but I think The Last Dragon was a little too long. Like, some stuff, Friday's like a perfect movie to me.
Whoa, hold on. Time out. You said you think The Last Dragon was too long?
A little too long, yeah. It's a little too long. It's fire, though. Last Dragon is fire.
What was the runtime for that movie? I don't remember.
I don't know, but when I say something's long, I think it's some stuff that could have been cut, is what I'm saying. But Barry Gordon and them that was a great, Last Dragon is a great movie.
Bro, The Last Dragon is insane. The Last Dragon is one of my favorite. Like, I cannot wait to do this on the Hall Priest Universe. I got 100.
My goodness, it is you.
That's where the whole line of "nigga please" came from. It came from showing up. You told me he could catch a bullet in his teeth.
First of all, a Shogun in Harlem is crazy. A Shogun in Harlem is absolutely crazy. But yeah, Last Dragon was fine. I just think some stuff they chopped. Like, I think Get Rich or Die Trying is a good album. I think it's 2 or 3 songs too long. It's just cut. Some stuff could have been cut, but yeah, Friday Coming to America, and I'm gonna have to go rewatch them. But I know from the top of my head, every scene in Friday was quotable. Like,
if you want to go every single scene, I'm definitely gonna throw Coming to America as the. So in my bracket, right? I'm not gonna give it away too much on here because you got to tune in the Hall Priest Universe when we get there to February.
Hey, listen, I don't know what you're about to say, but the second Friday is better than Coming to America too.
Oh yeah, for certain. I've no disagreement here, brother.
I can't get through that. I know we're supposed to talk about wrestling, but
hey, let me ask you a wrestling question though. Let me ask you a wrestling question. What is the greatest wrestling movie? And if that isn't a simplified question, what movie that a wrestler? What's the greatest movie a wrestler has ever played in? 2 different questions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, can it be any movie, or it has to be a wrestling movie?
Well, the first one I say is a wrestler movie, like a movie about wrestling. The second question is any movie, but a wrestler played in it. Because
if I'm saying a movie a wrestler was in, like, and he just played whatever,
he can play any role. It could be a comedy or horror, whatever.
Then I'm gonna be petty and say Infinity War because Batista was in it as Drax.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Guardians of the Galaxy, somewhat with that. I like Peacemaker. I love John Cena and Peacemaker. I like John Cena's movies. So, you know, that's that. But outside of, I don't know if any wrestler played. You know, Rocky has his movies. Triple H had a few movies.
He was in Blade Trinity.
Austin did something.
The worst of the 3 Blade movies.
Kane, I think Kane was trying to go on a little run for a minute, but then they kind of got away from it.
See No Evil could have been something they could have really.
They needed to do. David Otunga and Halle Berry was really good.
I'm gonna say an underrated movie by Roddy Piper called They Live.
They Live, classic.
Roddy Piper was a good actor, and for the 80s, he had the look. Like, I don't know how he didn't go further with that.
Because Roddy Piper loved to wrestle, and Roddy Piper was always in some shit. Trust Roddy Piper.
Have y'all been seeing Ric Flair doing drunk cameos?
Yeah, unfortunately. You got to stop, bro. You got to stop.
Rick ain't saying nothing that they put in the message. Ric Flair, we love you. We love you, Rick. But look, when Diddy wants to party, sometimes you got to tell him no.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I give
Ric Flair to do a cameo celebrating a wedding, he's like, "Why you getting married? It's the worst thing you could possibly do." What?
Yeah, diabolical.
Dog, if I pay, because Ric Flair charged like $600 for this cameo. Whatever I get back, I'm okay with. It's Ric Flair. However, everyone don't feel like that. And I don't know why the fuck you paying $600 for a Ric Flair cameo.
I got a better question. Who do you think, as a wrestler, could have been a big movie star?
I mean, I still say Roddy Piper, to be honest.
Shawn Michaels.
But I'm saying, but Shawn never did nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Shawn Michaels. When you say could have been, Shawn Michaels, and I put this in a group chat, not our group chat. There's another group I'm in, and I got a bunch of likes on Facebook. Cena's prime, there's like Cena's the GOAT. Someone did a montage of Shawn Michaels, and I was like, yo, the best version of John Cena doesn't even fucking hold a candle to prime Shawn Michaels.
Oh, Bam Bam Bigelow was on. No, Vader was on Boy Meets World. That was a good episode.
Yeah. But he don't hold a candle to Shawn, bro.
Shout out to Topanga.
Shawn was really top of the class, the leader. Men wanted to be like him, and women wanted to be with him. Period. It's just what it is. Shawn was talking shit to his boss, and then behind the scenes, you're like, Shawn was getting away with fucking murder.
Yeah, Shawn would like people to forget that part of his life.
Yeah, but I mean, when you watch his highlights, bro, you can't. If you can tell me, shut up. If you start saying that, I know you were born after 97. Which means by the time you're 8 years old, it's 2005, and you're just starting to see John Cena win his first world title, and you're like, holy shit, this is the greatest thing ever. Bro, let me tell you something. Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior, WrestleMania 6 is probably one of the greatest lead-up matches. Like, it's hard to break that because it wasn't done. Very seldomly we get that. Rock versus Stone Cold was the next version of that, maybe even better. Because both people could get down in the ring. And if you weren't alive for it, holy shit, did you miss out. You'd have to go back and watch every episode of Raw.
Well, that's the thing. People don't go back to watch stuff no more. And that's the thing. They kind of, we consume, bro, people in 1 year probably consume as much TV as people have consumed in their whole life. Because it's so much you see on TV, so much you see on your phones. Like, we see a lot of stuff, and our brains weren't made to absorb so much. That's why sometimes you gotta just put the phone down and get away from it. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot, bro.
When you talk about all-time great rivalries, the greatest rivalries, right? Let's put some on the board, right? Shawn and Bret, Rock and Stone Cold and Vince. I mean, to be honest with you,
Stone Cold and Bret.
Stone Cold and Bret is cold. They only unfortunately had 2 matches, like one-on-one, but god damn, bro. I'm gonna kick his pink and black ass. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you something. Stone Cold was like that. Unfortunately, the neck injury. Go watch. Everyone talks about WrestleMania 13. Go watch SummerSlam 9 or Survivor Series 96 when he comes back. Bret comes back. And this is how John Cena, if I think John Cena should have won his match with Gunther, he should have did it. Look how Bret beats Stone Cold with that sleeper. He couldn't get out of it. So he walks into the turnbuckle, climbs up on the turnbuckle, both feet, pushes back, and rolls over. And because you got a sleeper locked in, you just can't break the hold. He gets pinned. Fun fact, Bret did that same shit to Roddy Piper and beat him for the Icy Gold. Bret is like that.
Yeah, but the thing about rivalries, HP, is people don't let stories build long enough to have rivalries. Because back then, but the people would be at each other's necks for 2 and 3 years.
Stone Cold versus Vince was years in the making.
And Stone after it was in the making, it was made, then it was after. Now it's like a week, 2 weeks, it's over.
Let me ask you this. Is Sami Zayn or El Generico and Kevin Steen, is that a top 10 rivalry?
Not a top 10, but it's definitely a great rivalry.
Okay.
It's not top 10, but it's definitely a great rivalry. If you want to say the modern era, yes, it'll break in the top 10.
You know who had a lot of good rivalries? Bryan Danielson, bro. Bro, before he came to WWE, what this dude was doing on the Indies was crazy. Like, he have a lot of great work out there, but in WWE, it
doesn't have his. It's not. I would say him and The Miz.
American Dragon was like that, bro.
And that's the problem with WWE. They don't want to recognize. If you look up Sting in his bios, it says he's a 6-time champion. Let me give y'all a little heads up. Sting is a 12-time champion.
But yeah, Divine, Ring of Honor, American Dragon.
See, that's when ROH was fired at that time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about what it is now, but then fired.
Bro, I don't even keep up with them now, so I need to maybe tap back in. Maybe they got the great talent.
That's because they're not televised. That's the first problem. You got Athena, aka Ember Moon, one of my favorite female wrestlers right now. Been the champion there for like 2 to 3 years straight. but not televised. So who's gonna give a fuck?
The forever champ. That's what they call the forever champ.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is,
and they really put her in AEW.
I believe she was a big fumble for WWE. Ember Moon could have been a
superstar. What you mean to tell me a black woman got fumbled at WWE?
She could have been a superstar, bro. Like
absolutely.
She had the look, she had a good personality. It's just I think she got pigeonholed to the character. They know what to do with her, bro. But that she can go.
I think they should have dumped Becky Lynch for half them title runs and brought some other people up. I think your baby is Charlotte Flair, only because of the name and her talent. Well, not only because talent, but when you go back and you look at some of the people that WWE has had and has fumbled, you're like, damn, well, who are they putting over at that time, And I get it. When you got a Charlotte Flair, names like that don't come across your desk every day, right? It just doesn't. Flair don't have
I still stand on this. As much as I love Charlotte, I still did not agree with her beating Asuka at Mania.
And I really believe if it was up to Charlotte is established. There's nothing more or less she could do in her career. She wouldn't mind the next person stepping up.
I think now, yeah. I think
even maybe in then, Charlotte, there's nothing Charlotte can do at this point to enhance her legacy. And it's been that way for years. So working with the younger talent and establishing something.
She trying to beat her dad's record too.
See, this is the thing. It should have never been Cena, bro. This is not hate. If anybody should have beat Cena's record, and this is the problem with Cena being squeaky clean. Cena was, he doesn't really have any scandals that I can think of. Randy Orton should have been that guy. Randy Orton was your first, third generation. No, he's your second, third generation superstar, right? The Rock was one. He was second. But Randy Orton was your youngest world heavyweight champion, meaning he has the most time to grow from that, right? And he's the guy. Randy Orton is still with the company now, y'all. It ain't too late. I don't give a damn.
If Randy Orton's dad was a bigger star, do you think he would have got a bigger push?
I think so. If Cowboy Bob Orton would have been more of a Hulk Hogan rival, WrestleMania main eventer type of guy, maybe like Paul Orndorff, yeah. I
feel like yes and no, because again, I'm trying to be unbiased, but when it came to Cena, he was more of a company guy than Orton, so they probably would have trusted Cena more than Orton.
No, they do trust 100%. If you read the stories on Randy Orton, he was a menace, literally behind the scenes. WWE's like, yo, any other guy they would have let him go. Ted DiBiase, who was the guy who was the fourth guy to Evolution, not Bautista. Jindrak. Fuck.
I can't think. It was Flair, Triple H, Batista, and Orton. That was the four.
Right, but who was it supposed to be? Yeah, and Triple H could not. Him and Randy, they were like, we got to separate these two. This shit is not going to work because they can't stop getting in trouble. Showing up late, Mark Jindrak. Yes, thank you. They were problems, bro, and Randy was the guy, so they were like, "Fuck, all right, Mark, get him out of here. We don't care." But Randy, we're gonna protect him. He's a little bit protected. If his dad would have been a bigger superstar, I think he would have got more protection. But they protected him. I mean, Randy was really standing in his own way early on in his career, for real, ripping toilet seats out of hotels.
Hey, bro, rock star, that's what you do, man.
Yeah, Randy was wild, bro. Randy was wild. So, and they still hooked him up with movie deals, the Marine, and all this stuff. So,
bro, that's Shawn Michaels all over again. Shawn Michaels is a terror.
And maybe because of Shawn Michaels, they kind of pulled the reins back on Randy Orton because they're like, we've seen this before, right? So yeah. The only remember Mark Jr. because he was on SmackDown and Raw. Yeah,
Jindrak could wrestle though. Jindrak and O'Haire, they was big men doing.
But there was problems behind the scenes. Triple H was talking about that shit in the car. He got, I can't do this. He was like, Flair, hey, I can't.
Hey, Triple H should be the last person to talk about problems because his track record ain't the best either. Batista might be the cleanest guy in that group.
Batista don't get the credit he deserves.
No.
He doesn't. He don't.
Batista was really like that.
And he don't care. He's spending Marvel money. I wouldn't care neither.
Hey, he's spending that Marvel money.
I'm pretty sure being owned by the Marvel universe is a little bigger check than being owned by the WWE universe.
And I was gonna say the biggest what if like wrestler that probably could have been a big movie star is Damian Priest if he got that Namor role.
I wonder about that, right?
Yeah, that's
Because
like
of the physical stature of Namor, of what he should have been, and then Damian Priest filling that role. And Damian
If
Priest
it was a one-off, no. But if it's gonna become a reoccurring thing, he gotta be kicking himself.
It is
it is recurring.
We know this.
His character's supposed to come back from like a future project.
Yes.
Oh, well, he kicking
that
himself.
Sounds like, yeah.
Marvel don't even offer you one-time deals if you're gonna lead a movie like that. Because even old boy, I can't even think of his name. The Spanish dude who played Namor, they didn't offer him a one deal. They offered him a multiple. So I would think they did the same for, and WWE was like, I don't know about these multiples. That means he can't, because you got to have a lead-off time that he can't wrestle.
Since we talk about movies, and we ain't going to be here too much longer, I don't think. Are y'all as disappointed as I am about this Street Fighter movie?
Yes.
That movie looks crazy.
I'm doing this.
I don't mind what I saw, but I'll get to that later.
I think that you're gonna have to turn your brain off when you go in the theater, but you're gonna have to. Hey, Miss Awesome Saucy, talking spicy. We haven't seen you in a minute. Happy holidays. I just think they put so much emphasis to make the characters look the part because that was not the case in the last Street Fighter movie. The movie is going to suffer.
And they're already getting backlash for having Andrew Schultz in the movie.
You are the last dragon. I can't believe. Hey, let me know. Let me know who got Street Fighter or Pit Fighter for Sega Genesis. I remember
Pit Fighter was like that. Pit Fighter arch rivals.
Yeah. I'm coming. I got bread. I'll cash app them tonight.
Let me ask you this about the Street Fighter movie. Who was the actor playing Bison? Who was that?
I don't know, but they shouldn't have did him.
That's the one actor they chose I 100% do not agree with.
It could have been casted. I don't know what the goal is. I don't know what the theme is. We'll see. But visually, I'm like, man, it's. I just believe in this day and age, there's no reason for anything to look bad. So when I see film that don't look good, bro, you can shoot a movie with your iPhone. So that was my issue with like Avatar. I didn't really get into Avatar. I couldn't get past of how it looked.
I hate Avatar. I hate the fact that Avatar is the #1 show, a movie in history.
Yeah, people like it. I didn't get the hype about Avatar. I tried to watch it several times. I just could not get into Avatar. Then they now they got another one coming out. But to each his own. Go ahead, do your thing.
Fire and Ice.
Any blue people I'm watching is the Smurfs. So.
Fire and Ice.
Honestly, Avatar is only an in-theater movie, and I feel like that's the only reason why I got the hype it got. Because outside of all the 3D and the visual, that's really it.
I don't understand that though. I don't. When I know people who were like, yo, you seen Avengers, Infinity War, and I don't know people who like, yo, Avatar, but yet it's the highest selling movie in history because it Avengers beat it in game, and then they re-released to get more bread to be higher than them.
But the thing that Avatar has been doing throughout that decade, they've re-released it in theaters so many times. So
they can keep, but they do that to keep their #1 spot. But just for y'all that don't know, this is my Hall Praise Universe side kicking in. September 2026, Avengers Endgame comes out back re-released in theaters. I will be there to see it. And then December 18th, 2026, we get Avengers Doomsday. Tap into Hall Praise Universe tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about it
on Christmas.
On Christmas. On Christmas. Because we are a year out, so I got to start gearing up. I got to get people back to understand.
I remember as a kid, Christmas time and summertime was movie time. We used to get dressed up, and that was what we did. Like, my grandma had us at the library reading books to get the little personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut in the book club. Then we would go watch movies, bro. Christmas movies used to be a thing. People, it's not that no more. It used to be an event getting dressed to go out to the movies and going to the dollar store and getting your little candy allegedly before you went in there. You heard me?
I think, to me, summertime movies was always the best. The summertime blockbuster was crazy. And then when you go to the holiday season, you're like, oh shit, you know.
Well, that's why I saw Independence Day. Yeah, and I was like, what?
Independence Day was crazy.
Ninja Turtles, but we was in the movies deep. We had a whole row of movies. Shout out to my grandma, man. Rest in peace. But
that makes me wanna ask you guys this about the Doomsday movie. Are you guys surprised it's a December release date, not a summer release date?
It used to be. It got pushed. Tom Holland got hurt on set.
Right, I forgot about that. Like he got concussed or some shit like that.
So it real life set things into motion. So they're cool with it because you know what's funny about the December release dates? It's easier to move those because you're not going against so many summer blockbusters. You know, everybody, when you talk about that first weekend of May, that Cinco de Mayo weekend, you got big fights, you got this, you got that.
Devon said he got to watch Home Alone. That's a good Christmas movie. Yeah. What's the best Christmas movie?
Yo, I think Devon said it, but for me, it's either that or Gremlins.
Gremlins? I ain't seen Gremlins in a minute.
It's either that or Gremlins, bro.
Do you think Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie?
Iron Man 3?
Do you think it's a Christmas movie?
No, because it starts off in another season. It starts off in Halloween, which is how he thinks of Doctor Strange.
And I don't think I was Iron Man 3.
No, and then it turns into a Christmas movie by the end of it from the timeline. And then because you see him swinging in front of the Christmas tree in Times Square.
Yeah, but Home Alone was specifically Christmas.
Specific Christmas. But so was Gremlins. He was buying a gift and he bought a
Gremlins is crazy. Damn.
It's like, hey, we can't feed him. He got all these rules. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gremlins to me is like that one. And it's so snowy and it's like a small town. I love it.
The Grinch, she said the Grinch is gold. Yeah, shout out to the Grinch. I think I'm like the Grinch because the Grinch didn't hate Christmas. He hated people.
So don't let me put this hat on, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna give it to you in 1 minute. All right, Steve Rogers coming back. Now remember in Doomsday, we see him get the last dance with Peggy. So we know he did not come back, which is messed up. He creates an incursion because that means that version's Steve Rogers is gonna be stuck in ice and no one's ever gonna go get him because Steve Rogers comes back, right? This is what Dr. Doom is partially gonna be mad about. He goes on to create a family. Now, if you go to Captain America Civil War, when he's burying Peggy, she says, I had 2 sons, telling current day Cap, not knowing that Cap ended up going back to live with her and has, as you see from there, a son. It's going to get crazy. Let me break this down on Hall Breezy Universe tomorrow. We're going to be spending Christmas together.
Christmas Story.
I'm gonna say something about Captain America, and maybe I almost want to get on your podcast to say this, to break it down. Captain America MCU version is the worst hero in the MCU.
I don't know what just happened to Gamad.
And you know what? I'm glad you did that. I almost want to break it down now, but maybe I'll go on your podcast.
Do it. I almost want to hear because Cap is my guy. When I retired from the military, in my shadow box, they put Captain America Shield coin in there because they knew that's my dude. You say he's the worst?
He is the worst. Because one of those reasons is because he's the most privileged out of all of them. And he swears he's a hero, but he's the most selfish character out of all of them.
I mean, he laid his life on the line to go and rescue.
They all do. They're heroes. They're supposed to do that.
Captain America.
Do that, but
you ought to be ashamed. Room for Captain America. You
don't forget.
Room for Captain Africa.
Matter of fact, why do you like Captain America knowing he has 1 star? So you like Captain Puerto Rico? There's 49 50 stars missing.
Disgusted with you, HP.
So Captain America is.
Get him, Gamad. You think you know everything about
my favorite because one, his decision making is always like I stand firm on my decisions. I'm not going to be wavy. I'm not going to do whatever. Bucky's my guy. I know he killed your parents, Tony, but just hear me out, right? He's going to stand firm on his decisions. Captain Puerto Rico is nasty work.
That's the road Damian Priest going to get.
He was also not really a hero, but he got selected into that because remember, he was a scrawny piece of shit. The military wouldn't even accept him. Like, he got too much. He's too fragile. He's too this. He's too that. He's too this. Right? So cool.
He was on that dope?
Yeah. Captain Harris.
Yeah, Super Soldier Serum.
Yeah, he's on that. He's on the performance enhanced. He's on the Canelo Alvarez.
On the Anthony Joshua.
But between his decision making,
I think you got to pull up to the Hall Priest Universe.
We're gonna have to.
This.
I might have him on here.
I ain't know Gamad was well versed into his Marvel DC lore like that. I ain't know that.
And I didn't either. But I'm like, how do you hit on that?
He hit you with that checkmate just now and got you sipping that cup. Ain't nothing even in that cup.
Bro, I got a lot in the clip for this dude, man. And let's put it like this, especially if we go in the comics, where was he at during Jim Crow laws?
Oh my God. Okay. I get you. Captain America has had very piece of shitish behavior. Okay.
What was doing to Jim Crow?
He was also frozen through the 1970s, 60s, 50s. He gets found in modern time. So he's technically frozen.
So who was the superhero back then? Is it Brown Hornet from Fat Albert in the Game?
Not Brown Hornet, bro. Brown Hornet is crazy. Technically, according to Marvel lore, it was Ant-Man, but not Scott Lang. It was the other one because they went.
Hey, y'all going deeper than me. I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about right now.
His wife got lost in the quantum realm.
So who? Because I'm gonna tell you, like, my first superhero
was Meteor Man.
Yeah, shout out to Meteor Man, great movie. Was like the Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah. Like
that, to me, that was like my lore. I didn't get into like Marvel and all that till later. With X-Men. My uncle introduced me to X-Men because he was a little older. Like, it was Ninja Turtles for me. X-Men is the greatest memories of superheroes.
Hulk, comic book with my dad.
I remember watching a Hulk TV show. Remember Toxic Avenger? Toxic Avenger was lit.
Yeah. Toxic Avenger was dope.
For me, Batman, Superman.
Yo, shit, I didn't take a picture of it. I was about to buy this Batman Batcave playset from the movie.
Hey, Divine, I don't know if you can see it, but you see these nunchucks up here that say Cowabunga Dude? Them is signed by Michelangelo. In the suit, Michelangelo. OG Michelangelo. So that'll tell you who my favorite is right there. I like Ralph. But Mikey, I think
Ralph held me down.
I like Ralph. Later in life, I realized why Ralph was that way.
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies are good. But I believe Tom Holland's are better.
I don't think Sam Raimi's movies aged well. I do think Spider-Man 2 was probably the best of the trilogy.
Oh, yeah, with Doc Ock.
Yeah, I think that was the best one out. That has the most replay value. But if I'm grading off relevancy, maybe Disney's might be better. But Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, it's all Preezy right here. Y'all cooking tonight. I didn't even know you. Kamaj, I didn't know you was into that like that, brother.
Oh yeah. We don't fucked around and turned this to the whole Preezy Wars. You know what I'm saying?
That's real Infinity Wars.
I love it. Infinity War is definitely my but salute Doomsday 2. Oh, also Stranger Things season 5 volume 2 comes out tomorrow night.
Fallout. I'm in the Fallout universe right now. I'm about to start doing recaps of the show, doing the rap recaps of Fallout. But I've been in the corner screaming about Pokemon because I got this 1,025 songs I committed to. So yeah, I'm gonna be busy next year.
Dog,
that's a lot of good TV right now, though. It's a lot of good TV right now.
Yeah, I gotta get back into TV. I gotta get back into a lot. I gotta get more into the whole Preezy universe because you got people like this down here.
What's y'all go-to show? Then we're gonna get about here. Like when you just need to throw something on at night. What's the kind of few go-to show? Good noise. You ain't gotta be paying attention, but you know what's going
on.
Like if you wake up, you're gonna laugh and then go back to sleep.
So okay, if we're talking like a live show, I would say Martin also. But an animated show like Family Guy or American Dad.
See, I'll be watching like Paradise PD and like adult animation stuff, right? But then
I never heard of Paradise PD.
But that show, Paradise PD and Hoops is crazy. F is for family, bruh. Crazy. But Detroit
y'all ever
is a great show, bro. Huh?
I did.
The PJs,
Yeah, the
Eddie
Eddie Murphy
Murphy's.
show, right?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that shit was hilarious. I don't know
I
why they
remember.
only did one season, but that
I don't
shit.
know.
y'all heard about the
I remember.
WWE and Stranger Things crossover? I don't know what is
What?
that, Divine.
Yeah, they're supposed to do some crossover. They didn't speak on it. I'm worried because the last crossover they did was I think Call of Duty with the zombie shit, and that ain't turned out that good.
You know why? Because they're probably both on Netflix. So Netflix was probably like, "Hey, this is a
Yeah,
good
that's
way to
exactly why.
bring." Yeah, I'm not. I don't
I
care.
don't know much about Stranger Things. I just know
What?
the
Really?
serial.
Hey, do me a favor, bro. I'll cash up you $5. Go ahead and start that tonight. Start your
I
journey
tried
tonight.
watching season 1. I can't get through it. The little girl running around, she can't talk. They don't know what's going on. They hiding in the house. I got, I just don't know. And now,
Hey, look, shout out to Millie Bobby Brown. I'm happy I met her.
Hey,
you and Drake.
are we doing shots on air? We don't do shots on air. We don't do shots on air.
It's Christmas, man. We do what you want, man.
You know what I mean? It's 10:15. I still got to wrap gifts, y'all.
Oh, well, we need to get up out of here. Yeah, I tried to watch Stranger Things a few times. I just can't get into it.
There we go. Oh, shit. I got my tequila thing out here. We doing only 1,800 tonight. We saving the good stuff for tomorrow, baby. Hey, salute to all those. I hope to God that everyone's going to have a good Christmas. I know a lot of times the holidays are bad times for people. So if you know someone who's going through it or doesn't have somebody to kick it with, man, just reach out. Reach out, man. You never know what impact you may have. And salute to Vinny Andretti. This is for you, good brother. That was at 1,800. You know what I mean?
I'm a big advocate for this, man.
Yeah. Holiday time is not always happy for everybody, bro. It's not. It actually can be very depressing for people too. So if you know somebody that's going through it, they're not talkative, they're not just being a normal self or whatever the case, just reach out.
It does nothing because it's holiday time, or they parlay didn't hit. Or both.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of good games tomorrow, man. Like I said, we talk. We might pop on just to talk. Who knows? But like HP said, man, it's not the happy times aren't happy for everybody because somebody's missing somebody don't have somebody's away from somebody, or just not into holidays. There's some people who just don't do holidays, but don't let them bring you down. And I always tell people take it a day at a time, man. You might wake up tomorrow and feel great. Who knows? Whatever you feel it, but let the moment be a moment. Don't run from your feelings because life is a feeling process. You got to feel your way through it. I swear to God, every old lady I see with gray hair reminds me of my grandma. And some days it makes me a little weak, and some days it makes me smile because I think about the memories we had. So you never know how it's going to hit you, but grief never goes away. Some things you never heal from, and I think once you realize that, you can kind of deal with it because all you do is wake up and deal with your new normal, right? That's it. So that's why I tell people create memories, do things you love with people you love, even if that person is yourself, and create memories while you're here, and have moments you can look back on with people because it's some people that's alive I don't want to see. So it's two sides to that coin, but take care of yourself, man, and don't be afraid to reach out. Like I said, our inboxes are open. That's always been a thing on this podcast. Hit us up, we'll talk. But I had people even hit me up, all kind of stuff. Somebody asked me to see my feet. Somebody asked me for money. Hey, you never know.
Hey, not to steal from Archie Carter, but you know what I'm saying, Vision talking to Wanda, explain that about grief. You go back and watch the Wanda's Vision series. Grief is nothing but love persevering. And it's true. You know what I'm saying? You only grieve those you love. And
you took a shot, start feeling Mexican. You turned to Captain Puerto Rico.
Yeah, so salute to all y'all
out of here, man. Any Gamage before we go? You got anything for the people, man, on this Christmas Eve?
Happy holidays to everybody. Hope everyone enjoys themselves.
You look like you about to run out the house, man. You look like Luke Cage right now.
He looked like the dude on Friday After Next. that was robbing motherfuckers on Christmas.
Gamage
That's a
up to
Christmas
something.
movie too.
Nah, you see, if I wanted to do that, I would have had the Santa Claus suit on with the Scully.
See, Gamage is up to something, man. I don't know what he up to tonight. I don't know what's going on in his neck of New York tonight.
No, nah, I might have to go back to my notes because if I end up in that whole Prison universe, I might have to get some files ready, man.
Yo, you gonna end up there? I'm telling you. I promise you.
HP, what you got, man?
Hey, tune in tomorrow. All Prison Universe. We're gonna be live during Christmas, just to talk about some things. Getting ready for as the Avengers Doomsday has dropped the first teaser trailer, about a minute and a half, and every week they'll be dropping another one. Thor is next, Doctor Doom is next, and then a full Avengers Doomsday teaser trailer will be after that. Also, Stranger Things drops tomorrow. I gotta get my Sega Genesis adapter, so I'll be playing on the 26th. Salute. So, and just tap into the All Prison Universe, man. That's it. Yeah. And where the fuck is Z? You know what I mean? I got all these. We want to talk about Sting's 12-time champions. You know what I'm saying? AEW tag team champion, TNA tag team. We're gonna talk PWI Wrestler of the Year 1992. Where is Z?
Somewhat being a Grinch, man. The Grinch. He tried to give us cold on this episode of Wednesday Night Wars, but we all got this, man.
Hey, he had to factualize that list. Like, shit.
He had to fact check it. But listen, man. We'll be live Friday, I believe. Doing SmackDown. We trying to cook up an end of the year wrap up for y'all. We don't know when, so the best thing to do is add a notification button hit. So when we go live, you know it. I'm about to go listen to some Motown Christmas. You know, the best Christmas music of all time is Motown. That's not up for debate. Because when you hear that, you hear them Temptations and little Michael Jackson and them singing, hey, it's starting to feel like Christmas. But man, happy holidays. We appreciate y'all. We made it to another year of Attitude Era Podcast with the best chat on the internet. It's Wednesday. We'll see y'all Friday, maybe before, but hit that notification button. I'm Santa Claus. I'm out. I got some gifts to go drop off. So we'll see y'all later this week. But Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Attitude Era Podcast. Peace. Hall Priest Universe tomorrow. Gamage got that work. He dressed like Loaded Lux. He said, you gonna get that work, HB.
We'll see. Hell no.